All right, guys, so Apple has finally announced their new iPhone event. So let's talk about what we know. Hey, Andy here, talking about Apple's latest event announced for October 13th. And we really only know that they're finally going to announce this year's new iPhones. So let's talk about the rumors. First of all, there's a lot of speculation that there's going to be 4 new iPhones announced. Various sizes, spanning from the iPhone mini, which I'm personally very excited about, and I know my wife is probably going to want one of these, all the way up to the brand new, larger than life iPhone 12 Pro Max Ultra Super Duper. I still think Apple's naming convention is a little ridiculous. I don't know if they're going to have the new Apple silicone in them, but maybe. I guess we'll wait until next week to find out, but it seems like lining up that maybe they're going to start releasing products with their new processors in them, Apple-built processors. So we'll see about that. All right, what else about these new iPhones? Well, there's a lot of speculation and rumors happening right now from some reputable sources that these new iPhones are going to have a different design, a little more squared edges, kind of going back in time a little bit. I don't know if this is because a squared design is just a little more modern, more contemporary, or allows you to do certain things like stand your phone on edge and take a video or something else. What else can we expect? Well, in the box, I think following suit from their latest event announcing the new iPads and Apple Watches, I don't think we're gonna see a charger in the box, guys. And doesn't that kind of suck? I mean, we all have a million chargers at home, but this is really gonna make some people not very happy. I mean, it's $1,000 for a phone. Come on. And I can't just take the phone out and plug it in and charge it. Ah! So okay, not a big deal. I have plenty of USB ports in my house. We can likely expect they're gonna have a lightning cable with either a USB-C or a standard USB-A plug on it. And we have plenty of those chargers around. There's also a rumor that they're not going to be including headphones in the box. And I think this is a direction towards them promoting their AirPods a little heavier. Every year, Apple has some kind of promotion where a back to school promotion where they throw in some kind of freebie if you buy a Mac or an iPad. This year it was the AirPods, and my prediction is they're going to heavily discount or provide or offer free AirPods for the first 3 months or something to the people that buy the new iPhone. Kind of goes along with them not including wired headphones in the box. And I think this is a heavy push towards AirPods because maybe there's a bigger play here. A couple other things in the rumors, improved 4K audio on the camera on the phone, up to a reported 240 frames per second. Really, this is really important if you do a lot of slow-mo video. I don't, so, Something that I'm predicting personally that I think would be a really good addition here for Apple to capitalize on just current times. Recently, if you remember on the iPad Air, they announced that they're introducing a new Touch ID sensor built in to the power button on the top of the bezel. It would be really clever if Apple just took that innovation and included it here on the iPhone. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it's been really frustrating when I'm out and about trying to unlock my phone and I either gotta punch in my stupid passcode or take my mask off just to get my phone to unlock. Here, Apple can easily introduce technology that already exists, maybe not in this form factor, but they're pretty clever, they can figure it out. So that's what I would like to see, them to capitalize on that. Okay, so I'm looping back to the iPhone mini. Again, this is a product that I'm kind of excited about. I know there's been a lot of excitement around the previous iPhone SEs, and my wife, personally, I know a lot of people like her, but she's expressed a lot of personal opinions about how she would prefer a smaller iPhone just because it fits in her hand, it's easier to reach across the screen with your thumb, things like this. You know, for me, I put my phone in my pocket, so a smaller device to shove in my pocket would be really cool. And especially with the modern day tech that they can shove inside. And if they're really gonna put Apple's new silicone in there, I mean, we're talking some major enhancements to the performance in such a tiny little form factor. So I think a lot of opportunity here, so we'll see what's to come. HomePod, we're hoping to see a smaller, cheaper version of the HomePod. This is really Apple's hand being forced by the Echo line, and others offering variable sizes of their smart speaker devices, and Apple really hasn't really followed suit. So for Apple to keep up in this space, I think they're almost forced to try to sell a smaller, more affordable smart speaker to adopt more users to HomeKit. I currently don't use HomeKit, but that's me personally. I'm sure if there was a cheaper device offered, Apple would likely be able to attract some new users. So there's some more speculation happening around the invite that Apple sent out. And as you can see, it's an Apple logo with a circle, some artistic speculation here. Apple likes to hide clues in these announcements. And I've never been one to try to hunt through this to try to figure out what they're gonna announce, but some people did, and I think they're onto something. So if you look closely here, you'll see, first of all, a blue background. Who cares, blue background, not too big of a deal, but if you remember recently, Apple did announce Apple Watches coming in new colors, blue, red, and gold aluminum. I don't know if the blue Apple Watch has shown to be super popular and maybe they're trying to capitalize on a trend here, but I think that's a likely scenario where they come out with the option to buy a blue iPhone. Also, going back to the invite, you see there's a lot of circular patterns happening here, and going back in time, I think it was almost a year ago, Apple talked about a thing called AirTags, and this is supposed to be a technology they're going to use to rival similar tracking technologies out there, like a tile, where you put this tag on a device and now you can track it through Apple's entire connected ecosystem. How this is really going to work exactly, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of Apple devices out there, so it's got to connect to those devices somehow into the overall network so you can find your lost devices. So this is pretty cool. I don't know if what exactly this is going to look like, if it's just going to be a little tag that's going to require a battery like the tile, or just an NFC chip inside of some kind of little metal tag. But a lot of speculation here, and I think Apple growing their ecosystem and making their ecosystem a little more useful. And this can be huge, because like I said, there's a lot of Apple devices out there. For me, I use Tile, but there's not a lot of Tile devices out there. So finding my devices based off of the Tile locations and people that have the app downloaded, not too useful. This can expand on that and make it that much better. Really on trend these days is augmented reality, and I think we can expect some really cool enhancements here on these new iPhones with augmented reality. It has been speculated that with the new camera enhancements, there's gonna be an additional LiDAR sensor included on the select models of the new iPhone. Well, what is LiDAR? LiDAR is a form of, we'll say, radar that just shoots a light beam, reflects back, so it can measure the distance of an object. And this is really useful for augmented reality. If I were to project an object onto my physical environment from my iPhone and interact with it digitally, this can be greatly enhanced by my phone having a better awareness of my physical environment, and LiDAR would provide that. So I don't know how many phones on the market today have a LiDAR, but this looks like a step in the direction of Apple really making an investment into their augmented reality offerings. I mentioned Apple Silicon, and I think it's time Apple is going to start mentioning or releasing some products with their new Apple chips in them. I don't know if we're gonna see any new Mac products in this announcement. I think this is going to be geared towards the iPhone. We're going to get back towards the title of that announcement here in a second, but I think we might be able to expect that coming in a new Apple TV, which is expected to be geared towards gaming. And really, the title of that announcement, high speed. I think they're really making a push here for devices that perform faster. The iPhone, the Apple TV might be two of them. And let's get down to it, 5G, super trendy. All of the carriers are making a push to announce how great their 5G networks are. And Apple now releasing their first official 5G device is going to be huge for user adoption, and all of those carriers making further investments into that ecosystem. So this is only going to benefit us guys. I mean, the connection is getting faster and better over time, just benefits the end user, and it probably means our cell phone bills are going to go up. Maybe, I don't know. AirPods Studio. We don't know exactly what this is going to look like, but there is rumors out there that Apple is going to come out with some form of AirPod-like headphone device that is going to sit over your ears. So think of your Bose headphones noise canceling that you use today. Those are the ones I use. They sit over your ear, active noise canceling. We don't know if these are gonna have noise canceling technology in them, but they're rumored to have similar technology that's found in your AirPods now with the H1 chip and other technology, easy pairing, things like this built into the AirPods. So I think this is pretty cool. They're making a big play here towards their speaker system. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the speaker system. They're headphones, but you get it. So I wanna drop you with one of my off-the-wall predictions here for this event, but if you got any value from this video, please let me know. Hit that like button and drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If I missed something or if you think something else crazy is coming, let's start talking about it. Okay, I think Apple is going to announce some form of speaker. So if you remember, Apple bought Beats a while back, and they've continued to sell a lot of the Beats brand under the Beats branding and put some of that technology into their AirPods and vice versa, and continue to say AirPods. I think we're gonna see some new speaker devices, maybe some newly branded Beats devices, or maybe just some new speakers under the Beats brand. I'm not sure what direction they want to take. The Beats is a pretty strong brand still, I think. But there has been rumor that Apple has taken down from their online store a lot of the third-party speakers. So this is an indication of something to come, and this is almost a new space for Apple, so I think this could be kind of cool if they put similar AirPod technology in speakers, making them easier to pair and all those things we talked about. This could enhance the ecosystem and really make Apple a solid player in the music and sound space. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Can't wait to see what they announce on October 13th. So until then,